Well, hello everybody. Another week has passed. And again, we had wonderful weather on the flight home. The Alaska Airlines crew did a wonderful job of circling the mountain, giving everybody on the plane a wonderful experience of being able to look at the mountain. Here you can see one of the many glaciers that come directly out of the mountain. It's kind of cool to be able to circle it in a jet. Generally something that's reserved for a flight scene tour. And here's the north side of the mountain. Most people don't get to see the north side. It's not visible from anywhere in the road system. You literally have to fly to this side of the mountain or go up one of the rivers that flow on the north side of the mountain. Again, Alaska Airlines did an awesome job again. So in the past several weeks, there's been quite a few fires started by lightning. And here's a couple of fires just north of the mountain. These particular fires are quite a ways away from where we live and the farm, like 30, 40 miles. But to give you an idea what the fires look like. And also keep in mind we're nearly at 30,000 feet looking down on these fires, so they are fairly large. There was quite a bit of smoke and cloud cover on the fires near the farm, so I wasn't able to get those from the jet. But we did fly virtually over the top of them. It's going to be a beautiful day. I don't know if it's going to hit the mid-80s, low 80s anyways. Very good chance this is one of our last hot weekends. They're still showing mid-70s through the rest of the week, which is good. But inevitably, as the days get shorter, the weather does cool off. That's part of it. So should be a beautiful day. One light to replace. It's been broke for a while. I've got a new one. Just need to straighten it out and get that put back on. And then managed to bend the tongue jack for like the 5th time. So actually going to take that one off and put on one of these ones that weld to the side and flips up. So maybe less chance of it getting damaged. Anyways, see if we can catch a little video of that. By no means am I a professional welder. I can do a pretty good job and stick things together and get the job done. But it's not always the prettiest, that's for sure.
Ready?
Okay, changing the light. George, you want to grab me the sledgehammer so I can straighten this? Wait, is white running? This is running, and this one should be the turn signal.
And I skipped that class.
Yep, because it's not flashing the side. Okay, here's a little footage of the fire burning just north of town as we're coming into Nenana. The fires are always so impressive with the big column of smoke that they put up. This particular fire was definitely threatening a lot of cabins along one of the rivers and was actually getting into some of the other properties that you can access off of the highway just north of Denali National Park and outside the community of Anderson. They're always something to be mindful of. The fires are always something to be concerned about because they can move extremely quickly. So I don't know if you can hear it, but these pods are opening. It's gotten hot enough and dry enough and the seed pods are done and they're actually splitting open. You can hear them across the road. Darndest thing. In fact, one just hit me in the face. I guess a pretty ingenious design to spread seeds. I had no idea they do that. Fascinating. So that's not a cloud. That is actually smoke from the fire burning about 8 miles, maybe 7 south of town. So we'll go out to the farm, probably get a little better look at it. Okay, it's about 9:30, 9:40 at night. You can see the fire burning to the south of town. So it's up the Nenana River. It's predicted to be extreme conditions, wind out of the north, low humidity. It's a decent speed. It's not blowing very hard right now, but it's brisk. Of course, you can see the sun trying to peek through the smoke. What you think, Dusty? We're running out to the farm, take the dogs for a walk. A fair bit of boat activity, ferrying people up to the fire, and then also people going up to look at their cabins and protect them as needed. So a lot of that happens. Very interesting to be in front of the fire, but it's so hot, the smoke's going so high that the air is fairly clear here. A little bit of smoke coming down from the fires up and further up the river, up Fairbanks and Delta. I'm sure some of that smoke's blowing our way, but let's see if we can see him.
Grasshopper? Yep.
Yeah, if I'm getting him or not. I see him now. There he is. He's gonna jump. He's gonna jump. Thinks he's hidden. Yes, we even have grasshoppers in Alaska, in the interior. He's about average size. They get a little bigger. A lot of them are a little smaller. You like this warm, dry weather we have. Good morning, everybody. It is a beautiful Sunday morning. It's a little smoky, but not too bad. Have a lot going on today. Need to change the mulcher teeth out on the skid steer and the oil, and clean out the engine compartment and get it all spiffed up. And then we've got a flat tire on the service truck. We'll get it changed. I think there's a few other items, so we'll get busy and get her done. Hope you're having a great day. Okay, headed out of town. Again, a little bit smoky here in town, but it really does come and go based on the wind conditions. Mornings do tend to be a little smokier just because the winds calm down and everything kind of settle. It's 55 degrees this morning. Yesterday's high was somewhere in the mid 80s. I'm sure some places it got close to 90. Kind of the same routine. Get the truck loaded up with whatever needs to go out. Fill the cooler and then stop and get some cocoa juice. So we'll get that done, and I'll see you guys out towards the farm in a little bit. Here we are at the farm. Okay, need a few pieces of protector. Sealant, cab to chassis. Probably all related cab to chassis seal pieces would be a good idea. Looks like it may even just come in a strip and just cut to fit. Well, that's not too bad on the inside, but open it up to fix some seals. A little dirty inside, not as bad as we've seen. Clean out the bulk of it. Okay, hopefully I can flip this video around. Let's see what comes out when I take the last bolt off. Okay, there's what I took the cover off, but a majority of this material in here is just dirt, dust. You can see, so it's not flammable to speak of, which is nice, so it really cuts down on fire danger. But still, you don't want... Oh, I'm getting attacked by collie dogs. Hi, Rose. Hi, Rose. Are you woozy? Hi.
Morning. I think.
So there's what it looks like inside. It's not horrible. We'll scoop out what we can. Get the oil changed and get back to work. Okay, here Dave is swapping out the mulcher teeth. Went ahead and invested in a 20-volt DeWalt 3/4 inch impact gun. Actually pretty amazed. It works really well. It only took about 3 batteries to change all the teeth. So that's 32 teeth. And they are tight. Big time saver. Dave's trying out the new mulcher teeth we just put on. Let me go through and re-tighten them again. Looks like the smoke's kind of moving in. Okay. Sunday. You can see they're making ears. We will see how good they are. There's going to be some decent ones in here. We'll see how well they fill out and how they develop. This corn is considerably shorter than the corn in the garden, and that's due to the conditions. That's okay. We are super pleased with that kind of showing it's had and how well it's done. Next year will be a whole new game. Oh, must have been a squirrel. I don't know, what do you think? Pretty cool view, huh? Never get tired of looking at that. Okay, potato update. They've been pretty dry. They are deciding to flower. We'll see what happens. Okay, this is checking in on some of that miniature field corn. It's doing really good. The silks are dying, which is a sign that they've been fertilized. And it's a pretty good indicator that the corn is going to go ahead and produce. With still 20 plus days till frost, it should be plenty of time for this corn to go ahead and mature and develop. We'll know more here pretty quick. Okay, Dave's trying out the new teeth. Looks like it's going pretty good. This is up on top of that ridge. The vegetation's real nice. Here's a pile of logs and debris that Dave gathered up. Again, you see it's just all wood. It'll burn up real nice. The soil and conditions are just right on top of this ridge, and that's why this brush is so high and so thick. But the chisel teeth on the mulcher make short work of it and chew it up and turn it into a pretty fine mulch. This area on top of the ridge is where the sweet corn will be growing next year. So this area, which is probably 15 acres or maybe a little more, is a priority to get it mulched and ready to be disked up and prepped for next spring. Ooh, what is that lurking in the distance? A new building on the farm? Maybe one of the most important ones. Okay, we are back at the pile on top of the ridge, where Dave's been working. And you can see he's actually cleared a fair bit more. Looks like he's getting over the hill good. Okay, the pumpkin continues to take over the yard. And the sunflowers are blooming. Well, the sunflowers are opening. The corn's doing pretty good. Lots of pollen. I'd be lying if it didn't say it didn't smell like corn in here. On a hot day like today, it definitely does smell like an ear of corn. I guess it goes and stands to reason. So they're looking pretty good. They're doing what they're supposed to. Lots of pollen. Hopefully all the silks got what they needed. We'll know here in a few weeks how well they're going to do and how they're filling out. So we're looking for end of August, 1st of September. So yeah, there's just a few cherries. Letting them finish. Okay, here's your one lone apple update. Getting bigger.
Hi everybody, welcome to the farm. It is Sunday, August 6th, and I thought I'd answer some of the questions you've all had on the comments. Yes, we read them. We've been so busy this summer with me being in Texas, helping Tarn's mom and everything, so I thought I'd come out here and just answer some of the questions. So yes, our home soil that we have at home with the corn growing in the backyard, it's quite a bit better. It's had several years of fertilizer and other nutrients that were put into the ground with the mulching and all that of all different cover crops and stuff that we put in there. And we are aware that the corn brings out a lot of nutrients out of the soil. So what we are doing, remember this is all virgin land. This is the first crop on here. We found the first place that was dry this year. This land here was literally April, still under trees whenever we started opening it up. We had a cold spring, rain. There's ice still under the soil. That it's going to take us a while to build the nutrients into this ground. So just bear with us and we'll get a better crop. We found better ground. Next year you won't see this part in corn next year. So yes, we will be playing with the ground for a couple years until we understand our soils and stuff here. So bear with us. Thank you for all the comments and understanding of the nutrients and stuff. We are well aware of that. Let's see. How cold do you guys usually get up there? In the wintertime, we can get every once in a while down to 60 below. So in the summertime, we can get close to 95 degrees. In a rare year, we might be closer to 100, but that's very, very, very rare. 90 to 95 degrees is rare, but it does happen every once in a while, just like our 60 below is very rare. So there's a big scale. The heat really hasn't hit us real heavily. We've had a couple weeks of some heavy heat here in Alaska. I was down in Texas, and oh my goodness, it was hot. I was down there since the end of May through the last part of July. I got back home on July 28th. I was down there since May 30th. So yes, I feel for every one of you down there in the south, hitting the triple digits this last few weeks. Let's see, we got glad to see our crops are about the same stages of growth. Can't wait to compare next video. Yeah, I've been touching in on other growth of other farms with growing corn and stuff. Yeah, it's been fun to watch. Everybody's been planting about the same time as we did, and it's amazing what the differences have been and what there hasn't been a differences. Yeah, actually the tractor is a mosquito magnet. It's hot, it's warm. That's what the mosquitoes are looking for, so they attract themselves to it. If we got some mosquito magnets out here that actually kills them, we try not to do that a whole lot because we don't want to diminish our bug supply for the birds out here. We do a little bit of bug control, but not too much. We mostly wear mosquito spray. Our people say it looks like a field of dreams on a cornfield of the cornfield. So yeah, that kind of made me smile whenever I saw that. Good movie. Speaking of mosquitoes, yeah, this year we're making good progress. We got our 91 acre well cleared and stuff. We're still working on a few places. Our 71 acre parcel, it's becoming very well cleared as well. We've been working hard on that. We hope to get over on the 21 acre parcels. They're right around 21 acres. And so we're just happy to get there. Keep watching. We appreciate everybody. We do try to look at the comments and answer back as much as we can. A lot of you had the same questions, so I figured I'd touch on those. Greatly appreciate your subscriptions and all that from all of us here at Coffee Farm.
With the backdrop of the fire burning behind me, Adrian, George, Dave, and all the collies would like to thank you for watching this video. We'll hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.